the benefit of meeting all of these people, not just for your personal career, but you have this whole expansive network of people whom you can ask questions of.
Yes.
Um,
Oh my
I've
God.
I've always
My
felt like
Rolodex.
whenever I go to a conference, I often I- I'll go into it thinking, we have this challenge that we're dealing with at Northeastern, and it's so bizarre, and I'm sure everybody else has their shit together, and we're the only ones who are dealing with this, which is never true, never true. And then
Everybody's
you
doing,
get to the
everybody's like, how do we
conference.
do this?
Right, you get to the conference and you get exposure to all of these people who are dealing with the same questions, who
Yep.
have the same problems that you do. And I think it's helpful when you go back to your institution and you're thinking about how to address it, to have that sort of diversity in perspectives and to see, okay, well, this institution is doing it this way, but that might not apply to us because they're much bigger than us, much smaller than us. They're a hospital and we're not. This institution is handling things in a very different way from how we thought we were going to approach them, but they're demographically a lot more similar to us, and maybe we should try that out, and maybe we
Yep.
should, work together to see if that solution is better for us.
I actually want to come in a little bit more granular now based off of what you just said because, I'm really all about local and hyper local. So that's sort of my jam. That's why I do the South Shore Conference for Women. A lot of the things that I do are in the region because I'm very local based, right? And I'm also an introvert. I actually like the way you put that. You're not shy. You're not shy, but you're an introvert. Cause like I've all been trying, like I am also not shy, but I am an introvert. So like I'm not going to come up to you. Like I love
Right.
how you describe that. And so I like to have a local group of people that I run into all the time. And the regional aspect. So I'm just obsessed with Region 1 because of how local it is. So can you like how do you find there the difference between like so like if you were to go to the national conference versus a regional conference, or if you were to engage and volunteer on a national level versus a regional level, like how do you what do you feel like somebody would thrive in? Like how are they different?
That's a good question. Um, our regional meeting, I think, is a lot more manageable. It's just 3 days. We've got about, depending on the year, give or take around 200 people that attend. It is really easy to see the same people and to build connections, and it feels more manageable. And we
Mhm.
tend to Northeastern, we like to send newer research administrators to the regional meeting just because it's a little less overwhelming. The annual meeting in DC is a whole different beast. It is, I think they have around 2,000 attendees. There are
It is
so many
intense.
different sessions. It's fantastic. You will learn a
Oh,
lot. You will meet a lot of different people, but sometimes it's a bit harder to find the people that you really want to meet and the people that you really want to talk to. Everyone's great. They're friendly, but the likelihood of the person who is standing 2 feet over from you being in your time zone and
mhm.
someone who works a job that yeah, it's interesting to talk to those people regardless, because again, like the diversity of perspectives and learning how people do things in other places is really interesting. But it's just a much more overwhelming experience, and you're sort of spoiled for choice because there are so many sessions going on all of the time. It can be a little bit harder to sort of plan your time there. When it comes down to volunteering, I think, like you said about Region One, you meet all of the same people and you keep talking to those people, and you run into them all the time and you build really strong relationships.